Welcome to the Shellanomics podcast, your source for pure Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles entertainment, presented by King Midas.
All right, guys, a really cool podcast episode today here on Shellanomics. We're talking tarot cards with a splash of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're joined by MushroomGrenad, who is actually trying to put together, I want to say, the first unofficial / official TMNT Tarot deck. So, Mushroom, before we get talking tarot, how did you discover the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
So I work here. Well, saying it like that's kind of weird. You reached out to me earlier today, and I'm just assuming you never vetted me before.
Right.
That's really funny. And okay, so I started Turtles. So I'm 22.
Mm-hmm.
I just graduated from college like May of this year. Turtles is very new to me, actually. Somebody I used to know was really into Turtles during freshman year, I think, like around freshman summer. And then for some work purposes, I got into Rise. I'm an illustration major, so Rise was already like something that I was eyeing because of shapes and colors. Woo! Animation dynamics. Wow. I ran through that really quickly, and then I kind of got into it. It was like side work for a little bit, and then now I just work for Andy Soriano.
Oh, okay. Very, very cool. So
I'm his personal assistant. So that's why I say, like, I work here now because it's kind of just my full time.
Very nice. So so you said you were in Rise. Did you like the movie? Did you get to see the Rise of the Ninja Turtles movie?
I did. I actually got into Rise around that time. I think, like, because it was like summer of 2022, was it?
Something like that. I think it might have been actually around COVID, I think, 2020, I think.
Like, the movie was... Really? I thought the movie was like... Really? Okay, well, that's...
Oh, no, it was 20... No, it was 2022. You're right. Yeah, well, it was actually on, exclusively on Netflix. That's why it was...
Yeah. I was like, I remember getting right into the Turtles, like, during that time, because I was like, oh, okay, so I have to finish my research on finishing these 2 seasons before I can watch the movie. I actually thought it was really childish when I first, like, sped through this whole thing. I was like, oh, that's so cringe. I was like, oh, you know, like when the last parts with the Krang and they're like, we're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was like, oh, that's so fucking cringe. And then I spent like 2 hours like just ranting about how I thought most of the movie was just cringe, and like including Bayverse and 2007. I was like, oh, this is built off of like racism because I'm Asian. I'm Taiwanese. I was like, oh, this is all racism money. So I ranted about that. That's how I like got into it. That was my first introduction to Turtles, actually.
Oh my gosh! So you didn't get to grow up with Turtle Mania like we did with the Pizza Era and Cowabunga Dude and all this. So you got the Rise as your first one. Wow, is that?
I recently just watched the live action with in theaters with
the Jim Henson version, right? The one from '90s. Okay.
With Raph.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He was. I moved out of New York recently when he was promoting his book.
Ken Scott?
Yes, Ken Scott. I got a signature from him. I also saw some of my friends, but that was my first time watching the live action, so that was also like just a couple months ago.
Well, I might as well ask you this really quick, just again, because we're from almost 2 different generations here. So, do you think that movie still holds up, or is it cringed you because it's
interesting? No, I think it. I'm a lot more open to it now. The reason I say it's cringe is just because I thought it was a lot of like Asian fetishization.
Gotcha.
Because like the whole ninja stuff, and then with how the 2007 was animated, I'm assuming they had a shit ton of budget to be able to make such a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, Warner Brothers for sure.
Right? Like that was probably so much money, especially in 2007, a 3D animated movie with that amount of graphics and that scene where Raph and Leo was fighting. Like the background from that red light, that was fantastic. I was like, oh my gosh, how much money did these motherfuckers have?
Yeah.
Oh, and I just thought it was built off of racism, and I was like, oh, that sucks. But this was really good, so that's why I was like, I got really upset about it. But I thought the romance with Casey and April was a little boring, but I understand. Like, I asked a couple of friends, like I asked Johnson is lovely. I was like, why is this such a thing? But which I got some responses on. Other than that, oh, I really liked the textile on Shredder's clothes. That was crazy. That was amazing.
Oh yeah.
That looks so good. Like that was what I was focusing on when like they were fighting. I was like, oh my gosh, what did they use? This was in 19 what now? Oh my gosh, what is this? Yeah, I'm an art student. Can you tell?
Oh yeah. Well, how did you like April's artwork then? Because in that movie too, she's drawing her pictures. Did you approve of her
really
sketches?
cute.
Okay, good.
It was cute. It was cute for someone that's a news reporter. That was great. Like she's doing more sketches than police work.
Very,
You're not
very
right.
true. No, very, very
You're
true.
Police? Oh, please.
So let's talk a little bit about the world of tarot. Your social media pages, you're focusing on what's called Prophecies Untold. So how did you get into tarot, and why do you think the Ninja Turtleverse works with tarot?
So I'm a terrible witch. This isn't my first tarot deck. I've done a One Piece tarot deck before, but this is the first tarot deck that I'm doing fully on from like just full on scratch and by myself. Because this started as a college like homework that I was like, haha, what if I did some of these? And then I did. I did a couple of cards. I still have the old versions on my personal stories on MushroomGrenad, so you can see how like they change throughout these couple years. So and then my professor was like, you know, you could really expand on this for it to be a full thing. And I was like, haha, okay. So dumb me decided to take up 80 cards plus merchandise.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's been 2 years. I just finished I just finished 60 cards like this week. The 60th card is Bay vs Donatello. He's 8 of Pentacles. So I have 20 more cards to go and merchandise, and then I'm gonna launch it. But I'm gonna have a hard time for the next 20 ones because it's Shredder. So many shredders and so many shadings.
Oh, yes, because I've been checking out your pages. A lot of it is more Rise inspired, but it looks like you kind of touch on all the Turtles, like, generations. Touch on all of them. Yeah.
Yes, I do my best to touch on all of them. I have a writer who is a lot more versed with this, so I have someone that actually... Because I just finished 2003 recently. So series-wise, I've only finished Rise. And then I recently finished 2003. It took me a while because I only used to watch 2003 episodes when I'm high. And I would watch it like an MMA fight. And it was really good because I would watch these 15-year-old kids beat up Shredder over and over again. And I would yell and be like, yeah, fuck him up. Because why is this old immortal Krang?
Yeah.
Why does he keep getting his ass kicked? Like, that's kind of on him. You don't learn. What's wrong with you? Why are you doing this to these poor kids?
Yeah.
So being high, and I would really recommend watching some of the episodes high, like an MMA episode. Well, like Raph punches him in the face with a chair. It's really fun. Or like Casey and Leo, that episode in season 4 where Leo's really emo, and Casey's like, "Oh, this one's mine, Leo." Where Hun's over, and Leo's like, "I'll just soften him up for you." Really, like Batman style. Yeah, that was a great episode.
Yeah, he did sound like Batman in that season too. It was great character and just the violence in that show too. I mean, again, I grew up with the '87 show, and it was more like, you know, Scooby Doo kind of hunky dory, just little. Oh, hey, let's just throw a pizza in the face.
I never watched the '87s. I met the voice actors. I never watched the '87s until Turtles Forever. So very recently, that's my first interaction with the '87 officially. Other than the merchandise.
Okay.
Because they only make '87 merchandise over and over again.
Yeah. So you're
toy
blue in
like
the face.
that.
Yep. And well, the artwork
Yeah.
too. We've talked about that too with a lot of. We've actually had a toy designer from NEC on here, and we both say our generation had grit, and the way they make them now is just this big happy, Sesame Street like hi, like they're always so happy. It's like they're ninjas. They're supposed to have some attitude.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool. Especially as you being an artist, so.
So what I know with what I know from Andy, he talked about this before, so I'm assuming I can talk about this too. If I can't, well, Peepaw, you talked about this on public, so I can. He since he's the creator of Rise, he knows about like the toy companies that worked with Nickelodeon, right? I forgot what their name was.
Playmates.
What is it? Yeah, I think it's Playmates.
Brain, yeah.
The way they make these toys is so they have these molds ready, so that's why you would see these weird proportions. They already have these things ready, and it's like they're not, I don't know, like they're not Monster High. They're not cool and creative like that. They just use pre-mated molds to like slap and done. That's why you get like weird stuff. And that's why you always get the battle shells, sorry, because they always have to have one of those. Because they already have a mold for that. So it's just, they just have to redo it a little bit and here's more cash. Woohoo! It's really so much fun. I'm making Rise plushies right now and I'm having the greatest time of my life with these goddamn manufacturers. I want to rip my head off.
Nothing out of a plushie, your own head. Okay, I was gonna say.
It is so bad.
Oh gosh.
It's awful. Like, because the proportions of each turtle is different, right? Especially with Rise, and it's so stylized that do you know about the official like Rise plushies? Like the big-headed one or the Russia Kinder Egg ones?
No, I actually do not. Feel free to enlighten us here on Shellanomics. This is the first. I'm a big plushie collector for Pokemon. Turtles, not so much, but I'm intrigued to hear about this story.
So these guys have the same, I'm assuming, same pattern. Let me find a photo so I can just, I'll find a photo, but here, this is how they look. This is how Leo looks.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so he's really dumb. And then these are the same things. He's just bigger.
Wait, Donatello's the Rock. He's got the people's eyebrow going.
No, you see, because these things are usually digitally printed. All of them are digitally printed.
Oh, okay, I see.
Keep like that.
Ah, gotcha.
Why? Because okay. Stop, pause. I need to go get my 2003 plushies. This is really important now.
All right. Very, very cool. Yes, well, she takes a little break, guys. We are interviewing TMNT MushroomGrenad. If you guys are interested in that, at the end of this video here, we will be plugging her social media. She does have an Instagram and Twitter where she has posted a lot of her cards. She's been doing this project for a while. She's up to a little over 500 followers on Instagram, so all follows are greatly appreciated, and you guys will be in love with the artwork here. I'm just going to spit off a couple of them, so when you guys do go check out the Instagram. You're back? Okay, cool.
Very important, guys. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, wait, fuck.
So we're going to go ahead and give you guys, I'm going to spit out at least 3 that you'll be able to check out. You'll be able to see Death.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see the Ace of Swords, which is a fantastic call, because it's not even a Ninja Turtle character.
I know you're here for tarot. We're going to get to that, but this is also very important because I'm spending way too much money on production.
Alrighty, let's get to it. Here we go.
So, you stay there. Here, do you know this thing?
No, it looks like a pillow to the best of my knowledge. It looks like a 2003 pillow.
Yeah, this is how they used to make things in 2003. It's not digitally printed. Not like these motherfuckers. This motherfucker, Donatello, scared the fuck out of me. I was like, where's his other eyebrow? His eyebrows are actually embroidered, which is really fucking rare. For these guys specifically, they're always digitally printed because the toy companies get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper by the year.
Yeah.
This is 2003. You get the whole, for people who can't see anything because I said no.
No, we got you. Yep.
Everything on this pillow has he has his arm, it's all 3D. He has his mask tail, which is in a different fabric, by the way. Most of these are all his hand, his katana, they're all in different fabrics. And this thing has held up for almost 23 years because this was made in 2003. and it's still in like peak perfect condition.
I like the 3D image too. I like how it's almost like a 3D-ish too with the bandana popping out.
Exactly. They don't make things like that anymore. And this is a fast forward, aka 2008 to 2009's plushie of Leonardo. I have a mini version of Donatello. But he's still like 3D. You can see it's not digitally printed. These are just different. His mouth looks digitally printed, but it's actually just a different fabric. And
that's kind of how they made the old. If you ever look at the 1980s, like the toys I grew up with, that teeth like that grit. That's what I'm talking about. Like, look at the attitude, like
exactly.
Almost like a dog, like ready, like like yes.
He can move his like his outfit. He can be a little slutty if you take his little thing off.
Oh, jeez.
Same with Raph. And
well, I like his pose. Wow, and they all come in different poses. Very cool.
Yes. These are the fast forward ones. So these are a little newer compared to the old ones. So the two, I don't have the like 2003 to 2005 ones, but I know those look more satiny. Like it feels more silky to touch compared to these, which are more tough to touch. And these are not as huggable compared to like a pillow pet, you know? Which, speaking of pillow pets, they still, I'm assuming it's a company thing, they do still use embroidery most of the time for the heads and whatever. But for the shell, for this Raph specifically, he has a digitally printed shell, which, let me see, they just use, they just cheap out. Like this Mutant Mayhem Donatello is also digitally printed, except of his glasses that you can flip through.
Huh.
It's all like just cheap labor. The Target 2023 Mutant Mayhem plushies. This is from Mattel. Okay, Mattel's a little better, but this was probably $25. So this one's more right. See, this is more expensive. He is more, I want to say, physical. He's not like digitally printed, but his shell is digitally printed. So this is probably $20 to $25 when I got him from Target when he first came out.
Okay.
And then you have these motherfuckers. Rise only came out with like 2 plushie sets, which is the big forehead, the big headed one.
Looks like a Funko Pop.
Yeah, I fucking hate Funko Pops.
Same here. No articulation. You're not the only one. Yep.
So happy that Funko Pops are dying. The company is dying, and you're gonna hear hip hip hooray and fireworks from me. Dude, as a voice actor, I was gonna say, hey, if I'm a famous voice actor doing cons one day, and somebody gives me a Funko Pop, I'm gonna charge them extra just to sign that shit. Some voice actors
so plus
do that.
20. Well, a lot of them do, but you would just say plus 20, but plus 30 if it's a Funko.
Plus 20 if it's a fucking Funko Pop, because fuck you and your shitty taste in anything. It's the blandest like figurine ever. It's like flour. It's not even salt. It's just flour. It's not even whole wheat. It's bleached flour because it's how bad it is.
I'm going to ask you another question regarding the plushie since you're on this. You're going to be the first person I ask this because I've seen these in Walmart. I've noticed I haven't seen it in your collection yet, but what's your idea on these really just oddball Fuggler Ninja Turtles? I'm sure you've seen them. The
still
Fugglers?
Cutting out, by the way.
The Fugglers?
They're still cutting out. The Fugglers, okay, the Fugglers are their own thing. Because the Fugglers are fucking ugly as shit, but it's better than a Funko Pop.
And that's the point of them. That's what they know they're fugly.
Yeah,
that's what they
the point is they're fugly as shit. But that's the whole, like, fugly things are its own category in, like, the marketplace. And it's fine, you know? They're going with that. But with Funko Pop, it's just soulless. It's soulless and it's boring and it's bland. It's just corporate America. That's what it is. That's why it's like flour and it's bland. You're like, oh, hey guys, we have this creator that's going to talk about tarot. Fuck you. Here's 20 minutes of plushie making.
Hey, nothing about Ninja Turtle plushies. I'm a bit... So, do you have a favorite plushie? I guess we can dash that really quick before... it doesn't even have to be turtles. One that's like your personal favorite.
I don't have a personal favorite because they're all dumb. Oh, wait. Okay, fine. Personal favorite, the pillow.
Yeah, the one we talked about. Okay, gotcha. Yep.
He's amazing. I love him. He was $15 on eBay.
Not bad at all.
It's meant to be. Because you know how much these guys are right now on Macari? $300. If you're lucky.
Oh my god. $300 for a
these
plushie.
guys go really high. That's why I made the plushies, because I'm like, okay, so there's obviously a scalping problem and they just don't make them anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make my own, which I did. They have way more intricate patterns, which once I get them, I'll be able to show. They look a lot. They look better. They're around like this sized.
Okay.
And they have like different shells, and I made sure to have everything embroidered, and everything has its own shape and value. So this guy, I didn't know how rare he was until I got him like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh wait, what? I'm one of the only people that have this. So Rise came out with a Pillow Pet series that was that never really like came out. So this was I think this is a prototype.
Okay.
So, like you said before in one of the episodes, because yes, I did listen to your episode right after you reached out to me earlier today.
Nice.
They do only check. They test with Raph and Leo. You are so correct. So this is the Raph one. They made a commercial of this, and I think this one is the only one that went to stores. They had a Leo. They had a Donnie and a Mikey, but they never had Leo. But you know what they had for figurines where they tested it on Leo and Raph? They had those creepy ass, what are they called? You know, the ones with where they just have a head and then they have like half a shell because the shell is hollow, and then they have these mini turtles that like have like puzzle them up as a figurine. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm drawing a blank. You're gonna have to write me, but I like that plushie, Hill, because he doesn't look like a teenager. He looks like he's a senior citizen, get off my lawn, old man Raphael with his face. Just look at his face. He looks like he's a bitter old man.
Because he is.
He woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah, that's why these were prototypes. Because he's, but he actually has this shell.
Yeah,
Which also, this is how I made my shell.
Yeah,
and mine is 3D.
And the details, exactly, details. Again, like you say, being an artist, details matter. You can tell where the passion is.
Yeah. These are from Russia. These, I have all 4 of them. I think I'm one of the only people that I know personally that has all 4 of them. They were really
Is he holding his weapons too? It looks like he's got weapons in his hand.
Yeah, he does. He has
Wow.
his fuzz. They're all the same brown. He has his... Oh, so by the way, if you do decide to show this, please just blur out my face.
Oh, no, but, never. If they want, they can check out your Instagram for plushies. We got you established. We take care of you here at Shellanomics. We got you.
The Russian dolls are all digitally printed. You see how Donatello's...
Even the head, like, his little gadgets?
Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, all of Donatello's head, like, because they're all the same.
They all love that eyebrow form. They just...
They're all the same. They're all the, what's the fucking word? They're all the same format. So they just look the fucking same. They're just different colors, basically.
Why do they all love Donatello's eyebrow like The Rock from the WWE back in the day? He's got that eyebrow again. That's the second plushie. They just love his eyebrow like a... If you smell what the Don is cooking.
You should be happy that they gave him eyebrows. Usually for official merch, they never give him eyebrows. I have the Pizza Points figurines. I got them for $4. Yeah, and I didn't even know it was that rare until I got it. Yeah, the person who sold it to me did not know these were rare fuckers.
Hey, wait a minute.
Good for me.
Yep.
Good for me, honestly. I also got the big-headed Mikey and Leo from England for like £3. These things go for like 300 each. I got them for £3. I love the old lady who sold it to me. Love her so much. But the Russian ones were also actually probably like $3 Russian. But shipping was like 70 USD.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm an eBayer. Yep, it always pains me when I sell to somebody overseas where it's like, oh, you're gonna be so mad when you see $30 or $40 to ship. It's like it costs more to ship out here. I'm like, that's just the way it is.
Tariffs right now makes it so barely any country can send anything to America. That's why anything I'm selling shipping is based from America. So people in America don't have to deal with the tariffs. Because I'm taking that hit because I'm a nice person. I know. I'm so nice. Speaking of, while I'm here, I have... Shoot. I have this. I thought I'd like to just show you. This is kid-sized, yes.
Wow.
This company died in 2009, by the way. This is fully embroidered. For people who can't see, this is a kid-sized, toddler-sized 2003 biker jacket.
Yeah, I'd say it's
Does that
accurate.
count?
Yeah, it's accurate.
Yeah. I found a Donatello one on Russian eBay, but they ghosted me, so they refunded me. But I have the group one. I have a Raph one that I'm gonna get retailored so I can actually fit, and I have a Leonardo one that fits me like a cute top. So
Very
I think I
nice.
look really good in it.
Well, I appreciate
Yep,
this
I have-
bonus show and shell we've been getting. This has been a lot of fun. This has been.
Sorry. They're just like, oh, somebody's here to listen to me. Turtles.
Well, and now we know. And now we know you're a huge turtle fan, not just tarot. So you actually are a passionate Ninja Turtles fan. And so, what called? So you said you had a One Piece you were trying to go, but this turtle
Yes.
one. Now this one again, you're taking your time with this because some of these photos are already a year old from like July on your Instagram page.
Yeah,
So
so I was in college, so I recently just graduated, right? So anything
Congrats.
that I've done, thank you, it was the worst thing that happened to me because it really, like,
Oh, gosh.
graduation sucked. Oh, I had to move back immediately because America happened and then New York, and then I couldn't afford it. I am paying off my student loans right now. You guys should totally spend money on me. I love money. But so everything you see is a little old because the only time I can actually work on them were like full time was like summer and winter break, right? And then I would try to do like one full card a day. So I think I was able to do like 40 cards during the first summer. And recently, I was able to finish all 60. So tarot is like 79 cards, full deck. I am the only artist because this has just become a whole spiritual project for me because I said so. Multiple people have been like, hey, we'd love to help. And I'm like, cool. No, thank you.
No,
this is a me thing.
This is your project. You
Go
want
with
it, right? Well, like you said, you
Yep.
want it done your way because again, for tarot, I know like even like when people do readings, like a certain calling has to come through, and this is
like-
your calling. So
I'm an awful witch. Like I don't know anything about. I'm retired. I'm retired. I haven't touched a lot of things for a really long time. I only had to touch witchy shit to help people. But I am no longer in that position, so I am retired. But tarot is, yes, as you said, it is a way for, tarot is a whole practice itself too. So for people who practice tarot, great job. I'll get there someday. I told myself that I'll learn tarot when I get my first tarot deck, which is the One Piece one, and then I got that, and it's been 2 years. And now I'm telling myself I'll get into learn tarot when I get my hands on my own tarot. I'll probably lie again.
gosh, the shine on the back of these cards is gold. I'll just ask you.
It is going to be foil. It's going to be foil.
That's why it's got the nice
all
shine.
of them
Okay,
is
very
going to be
cool.
foil. It's going to be green foil because I said so, and I want it to look cool. And also
Yeah.
the card, the box of the card is going to be foiled too. It's also going to be green.
So,
Yeah.
how did you decide which cards for which one? Just tell us a story about two of my. The two I want to know about because I was looking at these last night was the Six of Pentacles is based on the 2003 Baxter Stockman. So how did that one come to be? That's when he's just like.
Let me go through my tarot docs because I actually have a whole document of everyone. Yes, you were Baxter Stockman. Let's see. Oh yeah, since I just finished watching 2003. Baxter Stockman I actually liked his character a lot, surprisingly. Like, he's annoying as fuck, but also I respect the fuck out of him. He is, in my generation, he is the purple guy from FNAF, where he goes, I always come back. But Baxter Stockman, 2003, Six of Pentacles, his overall meaning, I'm just saying this in front of my documents,
This is your. Yeah.
is he stands for not having resources, knowledge, and power. Difficult to interpret. It falls between the extremes of having and not having. That's a lot of him, let's face it. The image on the Six of Pentacle cards is of a rich person giving away coins to one beggar while another is waiting his turn. That's the normal version. The person is holding the scales of justice in one hand as if to decide who gets coins and who doesn't. The picture is very clear about who is in charge and who is not, as well as who has and who has not. It means you need to think about what it actually means to have material resources versus immaterial things like knowledge, power, and love. You may find yourself on the positive side of the picture, but life has a habit of throwing curveballs. Fortunes can change, and quickly, this card asks you to reconsider. That's the overall meaning. The reversed meaning, because sometimes, when you pick a tarot card, it can be reversed. It represents stinginess. Or you may have someone in your life who seems generous, only to find there are many strings attached to their offer. If you are the one who has the opportunity to be generous, this card may indicate that you are abusing his power. Oh, Shredder. So many of his bosses in his life.
Yeah, no, a lot of people say that 2003 Baxter is actually their favorite incarnation of Baxter because he always stood up for himself, and he had a very dark backstory with his mother and stuff too. My God, some of those episodes really get the hair on your neck to stand up.
The thing is, before watching 2003, I did a little bit of research on the fandom and like a little bit of the history and stuff. I am occasionally on Peter Laird's blog when he talks about working on the show. So I was expecting that episode, and I did hear about how dark it is. Like, okay, for example, I didn't expect him to come back during Fast Forward. I was like, oh my God, he's still alive?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Holy shell.
Yeah.
What? But every card we do is we try to have it speak to the character itself. Sometimes we change things. Like we have Max Winters, for example. I need to work on that. We have Max Winters from 2007. I wanted this card to be about turtles as a whole, but not just a specific series because that's boring. That's so bland and boring. We have the TMNT musical in one of the cards. I need to work on that too.
Wait, which one? The Coming Out of Their Shells tour?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to spend an hour to watch that actual thing on YouTube.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we do have a whole card just dedicated to that. It's about like being a whole family, I think, that specific card. I held off on that card because I was gonna have people vote since, it's a family thing and every iteration technically is a family thing, but we thought it would make sense since I heard the musical was really intact on that theme. Like I said, I need to go back and watch it.
Oh, yeah.
But sorry, off track. Right, 2003 itself. This is just a tiny rant. When I was researching on 2003 before actually going into it, I heard that there was going to be a lot of ships, and I got really nervous because anything about ships in the TMNT community, as you know, is probably bad. Other than April and Casey, it's like, oh, people are talking about how like, oh, Leo and Karai's gonna be together, or like, Karai and Bishop, and I was like, what? So whenever Karai came out, when I first saw her, I was really, really nervous. And then when I finished the show, I was like, what are these motherfuckers talking about? Are they what? No, there was no Leo and Karai. Leo was just dumb. He was just a little dumb because he was like a teenager, and Karai's like 28. And then you had like Raph had a girlfriend allegedly. I was like, no, he didn't. There was no chemistry between them. There was nothing. What are you guys talking about? You know what Karai had? She actually had a boyfriend. She had a male wife, which good for her, but nobody talks about them. And I was like, what? But that's just my mini rant. I just thought it was really stupid. Sorry.
No problem. Leo had more of a bromance with Usagi in that one anyways.
Oh, yeah.
And the bromance, those guys are
guys
good friends. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good friends. They're great friends.
All right, main event time here because this is being recorded in 2025 near the end. You're all good. You're all good, my friend. So coming up, this is the main event card right here for me because this one really, it's just, when you look at tarot cards, sometimes you just get like, your eyes are just glued, like you can't turn away. So you're really not supposed to be judging a lot of people, but there is the judgment card, and I'm intrigued to hear what the design was for this because for those who can't see it, we're going to plug our socials again if you wait till the end of the video where you can find this, but I'm looking at it right now. You've got Splinter ready to battle, Mike ready to battle up top. Then on the bottom, you have the other three turtles meditating with another person down there. Feel free to explain how this judgment card artwork came to be.
I believe the judgment card is, I believe that person is Jenica. So that is taken directly from one of the I believe Gavin was the one who did that
Okay.
series. I think it was Gavin. I am personally, I have a couple of the IDW books because I hang out whenever I hang out with Bishop, Gavin, and Sarah Myers. They're really nice. We trade, and they would give me some of their comics, and then I
Nice.
would look at it, and then I would see Leo and Raph fight, and then I'd be like, and then I'd put it away, and then I would tell Gavin how I cried looking at that, and then he would tell me about how it was so much fun drawing a classic Leo and Raph fight in full passion, and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy for you. But the point is, I believe that I think that card was basically a redraw of one of the pages
Oh,
from the
okay.
IDW comics. Yes, let me see if I can pull it up because I have all my references here somewhere. Yes, it is I think it was I didn't read this. I don't remember this one specifically, but I think Mikey was having a fight with Splinter where he was actually disobeying Splinter.
Oh yeah, there was a couple, yeah, like a screw you to. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was it symbolizes awakening, renewal, and a well-lived life, better health, and a quickened mind. It means that you have to face a challenge head-on and make the changes required to succeed. You are ready to be judged and come out of the other side, which is Mikey. It is time to let go of things that are holding you back and step forward to your future, aka Splinter in this situation. And the reversed meaning is it can mean fear or death, failure, possible loss, and ill health. It can mean you're turning your back on something you must do and it's costing you. You are hard on yourself and filled with the thought that you are incapable of doing what you need to do. I think that scene like just summarizes that whole card perfectly.
Yeah.
We're very anal about like which characters and what scenes specifically to attach the cards to. So we took a lot of time I had my writer who's a bigger TMNT person to actually just explain why these things or why these characters that I don't know, because like I never watched 2012. I'm really new to this. The only times that I watch the show is mainly for research, or I'm biased and I work with people that I know in the show. Like I'm mutuals with Greg Abbey. It's like, oh yeah, Splinter, like Darren Dustin's my teacher in voice acting. Oh, yeah, that's a fact. Oh, shameless, cool person here.
Oh,
but-
man. Well, I can't wait to
No,
get this set to officially come out. So, what are your goals with this project for heading into 2026?
I want to try to finish this around like April. The only reason I
ironic.
say April is because
Well, because the
Yeah.
turtle? Is it because the turtle, like an extra little bonus? Because April's in the turtles? Or
we can say romanticizing it, we can say it like that, but no, it's actually just because there's so many shredders. I don't think I can lock in like that. Like, I don't think I can fully finish a card a day the way that I used to back in college. I'm like, oh God. Like, the Karai 2012 card took me 3 days just to shade her armor. Imagine what's gonna happen for me to shade, like, 4 shredders in a row. Oh no. One of them's IDW. Oh no. Oh, so much shading. So much fun. Like, oh, fucking hate your ass. I do. I don't like him. This is gonna be great. You're gonna feel the hatred from these cards. You're like,
Okay.
oh, this is a bad guy. You're like, I can feel the artist's hatred.
Well, yeah.
This card.
well, yes,
Out of-
we do have the Devil Shredder already on there, folks. If you
Oh
want to,
yeah, it's 2003 Shredder.
Yes.
The good part is I finished the whole Shredder arc, and then I drew that, and I was like, I'm really glad I finished that whole arc because I know how much of a piece of shit he is now. Wee.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is probably the most distasteful of all the Shredders. He is just very,
Really?
he's very lethal in that show. He has no, well, if you ever watched the 2012 show,
wow.
he's kind of right up there. Yeah,
I'm not sure about the 2012s because I haven't watched it,
That
but I
one you'll
know
have to
that
see.
they like have him dance at some point, I think.
Uh-oh.
Like a commercial or something.
Oh God! So I will not spoil anything, just in case you want to go down that road. If you have some downtime or just as background noise when you're, doing your thing at your pad or doing your research. But I highly encourage you to check out that Shredder if you're going to make a 2012 Shredder card, because he is.
I will have a 2012.
He's
Shredder.
very cold.
I have to get into. Okay, so I have to finish Tails first, just because a bunch of kids have been honing me, and they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Oh my gosh!"
Well, now you have more homework because there's a new season that's coming out too, right? You're like, guys, and you have the Chrome Alone too. You have that little movie too now that's coming out next week, I believe.
Oh, I know. The thing is, I hate so my personal little list is it's really biased because it's just the people that I know and I work with. So like it's Rise at first, and then 2003, and then Tails. That's my little one, two, three. It's just because of the people that I know. I like the show too, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But it's just the people that I know and I like. I like hanging out with Michael. He's really, really nice. He talks a lot in a good way, in a great way. I love yapping. I don't know if you can tell. He just he like sorry, who's Mikey's voice actor's name? I'm an awful voice actor. I should remember names. Mikey's voice actor,
From
it's really funny. It's
which
not a
one?
shade.
The Rise or
2003.
it's Wayne Grayson, I want to
Yes.
say.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Wayne. So Wayne and Greg are always together. I'm just assuming they're either in the same agency or they're just close. But you always see them together. They act like dads. It's sweet. But I personally, this isn't a shade. I hope Wayne never hears this. Wayne, you're really cool. I hope you get every job you need, just like me. But Wayne's Mikey, right? He was the hardest to talk to compared to like Leo. Like um, I had Sam Riegel for a class, and I also had Sam Riegel, just for a meetup before. He was easy to talk to, but I wasn't able to talk to him as much. So my little chart of who's easiest to talk to is Michael, aka Leo, Darren Dustin. They're two peas in a pod. They're father and son. I swear to God, they do the same thing. It's really funny. And then Greg Abbey, and then Sam Riegel, and then Wayne. I'm assuming Mark, who is Casey Jones, and Sterling, which I was so baffled when I found that out on his demo reel that I had to write him an email because it was so cool that he has such a range. Mark is probably really easy to talk to. I didn't realize that April O'Neil 2003 was Ash Ketchum
Yes.
until recently.
Yes.
And that made way more sense. I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder what she's doing. Oh my gosh, she's fucking Ash Ketchum. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
I guess I've met her a couple times. She's just up in a pedestal and I could never afford her. Good for her. I'm so happy for her. She's Ash Ketchum. Holy shell.
We are going to have you back on the show sometime next year just to talk more about your plushies. I appreciate that bonus. As we bring this in for a landing, Mushroom, where can people find your socials that you want to share these cards with? Feel free to share any socials you'd like.
For social media, for cards specifically, you can find us at TMNT Tarot. No space or whatsoever, other than Tumblr. Tumblr, you have to write Prophecies Untold because somebody else took TMNT Tarot. They never finished their deck. I did my research before doing this. Nobody, people wanted to do TMNT Tarots. No one ever actually finished their deck because it's 80 fucking cards. So, I'm just saying. For me personally, you can find me on MushroomGrenad on anything. Shameless plug, I guess. I am a voice actor who loves money, and I'm also making Rise merch more. Like right now, I've made bandanas, neck tubes, ties for my current pre-order. I got 5 orders, and I might not break even, so I'm like, oh gods. But it's really cool. It's a really cool set. I swear, I spent way too much time on that.
Very, very cool. You also have a website with this too, right? If people just want to get more details through a website as well, right?
My website is mainly my portfolio if anyone actually ever wants to. There is some full tarot works, and there is some 360 of the plushies at the moment that doesn't have the logo on, so you can see the full thing. You can just find me on MushroomGrenad.com. I think that's my at. Let me double check. Yup. That's my domain that I pay $400 a year because Squarespace is really, really expensive. That's with a discount.
Oh my gosh. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Usually, I try to end with some sort of turtle quote. So if you have any turtle quote, either from the comics or cartoons, whatever resonates with you to end this show here, feel free to share if you have one. If not, no big deal.
Hot soup.
There you go. Perfect. Well, Mushroom, we thank you very much for joining us today, and best of luck with wrapping up your TMNT Tarot deck.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun. This is my first yap session. I mean, podcast.
Another episode of Shellanomics is in the books. If you guys have not yet, check out all of our other amazing episodes. We've had amazing guests. We've talked about the 1987 cartoon, 2003 cartoon, Next Mutation, Coming Out of Their Shells, video games, the comics, crossover comics like Batman and the Power Rangers, and tons of amazing content with you guys, the fans. Be sure to stop by our YouTube channel, Spotify, and Twitch. And if you have somebody who'd like to be on the show, get in touch with us at kingmikedas@gmail.com. That's KINGMIKEDAS@gmail.com.